Amazing. Thank you so much, Louise. And we're getting up close and personal today. So this is my face, obviously without anything, but I really want to show you how lovely and pigmented these shadows are. So like Louise said, I'm going to be using my Fire Volume 1 palette. So you can see there how lovely they look in the pan. And also just to do a quick demo. So if I just swirl my finger in there on the back of my hand, you can really see how pigmented they are. So I just want to show you how easy and quick it is to create a lovely eyeshadow look. But yeah, so to start off with, I'm going to use all of these shades to show you how to create a quick and easy eye look. I'm going to go in with a base shade here, and I've got my fluffy eyeshadow brush. What I have done to prep the lids already is I love just put a little bit of foundation on and a little bit of concealer, and that's an alternative to using an eyeshadow primer or anything like that. So I've just gone in with this lightish shade, and that's going to go all over my lids.
Holly, do you mind if I chip in while you're talking as well? So
absolutely.
I am not a makeup artist. I am one of our beauty advisors, which I'm going to mention shortly. But I've actually just gone all over the eyelid with the gold today because, you know, I just wanted a really quick look for work. So it's super handy, isn't it? If you just got a fluffy brush like that, that's one of our Avon brushes, just to go all over with that.
Definitely. And I think my go-to everyday eyeshadow is just a little bit of shimmer all over the eye. Really helps just, you know, make you look a little bit more sparkly. So we've just gone all in, all over the eye with this base shade. We're then going to need like sort of transition shade. So I'm going to go in with this lovely warm shade here. Same brush. And they are really pigmented. So, I mean, look at how much that's picked up. And I've just literally tapped on that pan. Where I'm going to focus this is on my crease in the center. Look at that pigment. That's just like one swipe.
That is well. I've had to be super careful with this palette because I'm obviously not as experienced as you, but have a play around with it. It looks amazing. Just adding that bit on there, doesn't it?
So lovely. And like you said, Louise, I think if you're a little bit scared of them, just go in with like a less is more approach. You can really build these eyeshadows up. And obviously what you can see here, I've just taken a tiny bit on that brush, but I've been using windscreen wiper motions back and forth in that crease. It's all about blending. We don't want any harsh lines. We want it to be seamless. So that is a lovely, lovely transition shade.
That looks amazing. Just literally adding that one colour on there in that motion. That looks so good.
So just going to quickly do the other side.
So that's just a blending brush, which obviously we have some amazing Avon ones. And you're just using that one brush so far for the whole look?
Yeah, that one brush, that is literally it. That's how easy it is. You can see how lovely they blend.
I love the tip about the foundation as well. That's super, isn't it? Because we don't want so many products. So less brushes, less products. I love that. So you don't need a primer. You can just use your foundation on your eyelid.
Exactly. And by adding that base shade on as well, what that's going to do is it's going to mean that all of the other shades that you put on top of it are just going to blend seamlessly just to create, you can see how easily that blended. So I'm just going to turn the brush around now and use more of that flat-headed eyeshadow brush, and we're going to take this darker shade here. Don't be scared of this shade here. What we're going to do though is we're going to focus on the lids, and we're going to just put that on the outer 2/3 of the eye.
And what would you do if you had more kind of deep set eyes? Would that work for someone like me as well, do you think, Holly? Or
definitely, yeah. I find that sometimes I have quite hooded eyes, as in when I look forward I can't really see much of the eyeshadow. To counteract that, just make sure that you're blending slightly higher up on that lid onto more of the brow bone, and then when you look straight forward you can actually see more of that eyeshadow shade.
Okay, I love that, because it's always tricky, isn't it, when you've got different kind of eye shapes. You're getting so much love for this palette in the chat.
Oh, amazing.
Love for the palettes. So what number is that brush? We will come back to you in the chat. We will check what number the brush is and come back to you on that, Glenys.
203. This is
203.
203.
Thank you. They are super soft. Loving the blending, loving the colours. I have been so scared of those darker colours in the palette. Taking it carefully and just putting the gold all over, but I'm not going to be doing that anymore.
You can see though those two shades, just by having those two on the lid, they're blended together really nicely. But we've not used too much of that dark shade, but it's just created some depth and some warmth. I'm then going to get my other brush. So this is the 202 brush. I'm going to go for more of the standard eyeshadow applicator. And you guessed it, we're going in with the gold. And we're going to focus on the inner corner here and
So is that
highlight.
almost like a little highlighter? Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, exactly.
So quite often you'll be buying another product, won't you, to highlight that little inner corner there. So I love that you can use the same palette, but have a different use for it.
Yeah, you don't need to switch to any highlighter. It's all built in for you.
You're a big fan of the highlighting, aren't you?
I love a bit of highlighter. I couldn't leave the house without highlighter. So I am actually going to take that shade as well. And if you guys have seen me before, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to highlight my brow bone.
I love that. So just literally just under on the brow bone, and then in the corner of the eye, that gold is going just as a little highlighter. Absolutely love that tip.
And then just to finish it off, it's all about blending, blend, blend, blend. Going back with my 203 brush, I just want to blend everything together. Just a little once over, windscreen wipe motions. And to me, that just sets everything in place. So obviously, if we wanted to elevate this look slightly more, we've got our amazing Glimmer Stick eyeliners. I'm going to actually go in and add that to my waterline for a little bit of drama.
And so would you always go the whole way across? And that's just literally in the eyelash line, is it, that you're doing
yes,
that?
It's actually on the waterline.
Okay.
And to make it look a little bit less harsh, what I am going to do is go back in with my eyeshadow palette. I'm actually going to go for more of this deeper shade that we've used on the lid, and I'm just going to blend that on my lower lash line and in with that eyeliner. Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Look
That
at the
looks
difference that that's
amazing.
made.
So that's literally kind of transformed it from a day to night look, hasn't it? Just by using that part of the palette underneath with the eyeliner
Definitely.
as well.
And what you'll
somebody,
sorry, Louise, what I was going to say is what you'll find is by adding like shadows underneath the eye, because they are powder, they'll last you longer.
Yeah, I love that. That really makes your eyes pop and look amazing. So for somebody, a more mature person such as myself, what kind of glimmer stick color would you recommend?
So I actually like to go in with maybe a light. It depends what sort of look you want, because what I love about makeup is literally whatever makes you feel comfortable. If you want to go out with blue, green, pink eyeshadow and that's what makes you feel confident, then that is 100% what you should do.
Absolutely.
So what you can do, I have used a darker eyeliner in my waterline, but what you can do is maybe use more of a nudie neutral shade, but then you can still create some dimension by using that eyeshadow underneath in that lash line, and it's just going to give you a bit more of a wide awake look as well.
It looks gorgeous.
To finish off the look, I couldn't have anything else but Lash Genius mascara. I absolutely love this mascara. I mean, this is going to be a task to do this on the camera, but you know, if it goes everywhere, guys, please tell me. I like to use literal back and forth little motions. And what I do also love about this mascara is the tip. So you can see all of those bristles at the top there. That's going to help you get every single lash.
That's a brilliant tip. I've never used those bristles on the end there. That's perfect.
So you can see how lovely, quick and easy that is. And I mean, the idea of that fire volume too, you can see all those warm, those deep, those browns. They're really wearable shades, and you really shouldn't be scared of them. You can wear them like every day. So like Louise said, you can really go from day to night. They're super pigmented. And that's your quick and easy eyeshadow look that hopefully you all can create. And I would love, love, love to see you try and create some.